Welcome to my Softly as in a Morning Sunrise chord melody guitar lesson. Hi, my jazz friends all over the world. Sandra Sherman here. Greetings from Austria. I'm using Emily Ramble's beautiful reharmonization here, but arranged it for chord melody or solo jazz guitar. And you can download the tab and the backing track from the link down below in the description box. Please also visit my lesson shop GuitarVersum.com for more lesson material like this one. And now let's get started. We're in the key of C minor and we have an AABA song form, 8 bars each, so a total of our usual 32 bars. I chose the C minor key because it's actually the key most players play this song in, and for copyright reasons. Emily Ramble's version is in E, and that's because she uses those flageolet overtones here. What we're gonna be doing is we play a C minor add 9 chord. So we have a C minor 7 here, 8, 8, 8, and the add 9th is here on the D string. And I play the bass too. I cannot play all 5 strings though, because I only have, when I play hybrid picking, I have 4 Mickey Mouse fingers left. I play the upper 4, and the bass follows in this case. Now we have a half bar movement in her version, because what she does, let's talk about the original chords for a second. It's only 3 chords in the A section. C minor, going for a whole bar, and then a half bar of D half diminished to G7. That's a 1 chord and a 2-5. And that repeats itself the entire A section. So what she does, Emily, she does an ascending movement and goes back. And she stays actually in the C minor scale, or in her version in the E minor scale, with just, I think, 2 borrowed chords. So we start with that C minor at 9. And then that's the first borrowed chord. It's a Neapolitan subdominant. Ooh, that sounds weird. It's a D flat major 7 sharp 5 chord. So beautiful. D flat, major 7, sharp 5. Here we go. Let it ring for half a bar. Okay, that's a substitute for F minor chord. F minor flat 6 is the same chord as this. It's an inversion. Then we go up. C, D flat, D. That's also how to memorize this. It just goes up the chromatic scale. D half diminished now. Here, actually, melody on the G, F. After D we have E flat major, because that's a chord of the C minor scale, right? E flat major 7. And then F, next chord in the C minor scale, going up here. That's an F minor 9 chord without the root. If you want to, you can add the root in later, but you're probably gonna mute that G string, D string. So just let it ring. And then G is next. It's a G minor sharp 5 chord, and that's actually not really a valid chord. So let's rethink it as an E flat major with a G in bass. That's what it is, really, an E flat sus2, I think. Yeah, here's the sus2. Or add 9, E flat add 9 with the G in bass, okay? And while this chord usually sounds weird, thinking of it as a G minor, in this context it sounds really beautiful. Because it does something. It goes down the scale, it keeps going further down from F to, from F to G, right? The G is just played an octave lower now. That takes us further up this chromatic scale, A flat, right? A major 7, sharp 11. And we're in C minor, E flat major that is actually. So A flat is the real 4th chord, and the 4th chord usually has the, actually has the sharp 11 in there naturally. Then we borrow from another scale, A half diminished. This is borrowed from G minor. I'm going to the 11th chord. And now we go all the way back. A flat, major 13. You can play all those on the 3rd fret, 4th fret. So there's an A flat major 13 chord with a 6th and a major 7th in there. Going back, G minor 11. F further back, F minor 9. That's a little tricky. Going further down, E flat 6. Stretch your index. D minor. Now the original composition at this bar now has a C minor again. She comes out one bar later actually. She postpones everything. And so she has D minor, also the C is in a melody for a whole bar. What she does, she adds some kicks in there. D minor 7, D flat 6, here we have our Neapolitan subdominant again, with the B flat, so she adds another melody tone in there too, she changes the melody a bit. And back to C and down, so she has a descending movement while the melody jumps around. C sus4 this is. It's supposed to be a C minor though. And now she does this nice C minor lick. And then you can either just pull off or hammer pull combination, whatever you prefer. I couldn't really hear that. Or right, and then we're back at the beginning. E flat, F minor, E flat with G, A flat, A flat major, going all the way back down again, G minor, F minor, E flat. Now for the second ending we have a different ending. We don't do this, but we go west octaves on the G, G sharp to A. Takes us to the B section. Okay, let me play the entire A1 and A2 sections for you at slow tempo. 3, 4. Check out my 35 beginner chord melody jazz standards if you want to add some real popular standards to your repertoire. You get the PDF tabs and the Guitar Pro tabs, including standard music notation, and of course you get all the detailed video tutorials. There is a link down below this video in the description box that leads you to the 35 jazz standards. And the bundle price is a real bargain, so grab yours now. The B section uses the original chord, and Emily Remler did so too, so we do that also. E flat major 7 now, goes over to the major tonality, E flat major. Then the A, this A flat, it's actually a diet, root, third and root. And E flat major, we have 2 bars of E flat major, so E flat major 13. If you lift the index, make sure to not have the E ring, okay? So mute it with your right hand, or you use the thumb, that's even better, but sometimes hard to get a grip on, especially if you have an arch top that has the body to neck joint here on the 12th fret. This would be the best. I also played with the index usually. But then you need to stop it here from ringing on the E string. Then we have 2 bars of C7 altered actually. So we play a G diminished, that's a C7 bass 9, a C7 flat 9 without the C in bass, okay? Since they repeat themselves all 3 frets, we can go down 3 frets because the melody is here. That's easy. Now a C7. We start with a C, then these the guide tones actually. F for the melody, E diminished, A flat, and G diminished. Okay, that's a little tricky because it's really fast. And this resolves into F minor 9, F minor 7. And now A half diminished. We have a 2-5 here. That's an actually not A half diminished, sorry, D7 flat 9, A diminished. I was gonna say A diminished. D7 sharp 5. And now what we have in the original is 2 bars of G7, and Emily did D half diminished, so the 2 chord. That's D half diminished with the D on top. Then by moving your pinky out, you get a D flat major 9 if you play the bass, otherwise you don't really hear it that much. And then to D diminished, that's a G7 flat 9, as in the original. And then we would have, I could play it up here, move it up 3 frets. Most people can't, so I just use the octaves here. Whenever you cannot fret a whole chord here, just play the melody or the melody plus an octave, okay? So, and that was it for the B section. Let's play that at slow tempo. 3, 4. You can help to keep the free video tutorials of this channel running by becoming a member of the channel, and you can do so by clicking the join button right next to the subscribe button, which also grants you access to my mini lessons. You can also say a little thank you by clicking the thanks button and donate a little something. This really helps with the productions of the videos. Thanks a lot. As for the A3 section, please repeat the first 5 bars of A1, and then you don't come out at the F minor, but you go back up to the A flat major 13. And now we have a different melody, A flat and G. Going to the 5 chord G7 sharp 5, G7 flat 9, resolving into the 1 chord C minor 7. All right, here is the entire A3 section at slow tempo. Please put your song requests in the comment section below, because Softly as in the Morning Sunrise was actually requested by some of you guys, and it's such a beautiful song, so I covered it. So maybe your wish will be up next. Who knows? Other than that, please give this video a fat thumbs up because it's really important for me as a creator. Share the love and the knowledge. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell notification so you won't miss a thing. And yeah, that's it. I hope to see you next week. Servus. Bye-bye.